Hey everyone, welcome back to Built to Taste.
Today we're making a classic New York chopped cheese sandwich with a twist.
Same bold flavors, same delicious chopped meat and cheese, but no bun. That's right, we're putting it in the bowl.
So good. Let's get into it.
Okay, now I'm gonna mix up the seasoning, which is gonna be used, well, I'm gonna mix it in when I'm cooking the meat, but I'm also gonna use it in the sauce as well, and just throw a little bit extra in there to give it some more flavor. Essentially, what I did was kind of start with an adobo base seasoning, and then I added a whole bunch of extra little seasoning to it. Just checking out my list here, I got some turmeric, garlic powder, oregano, black pepper, achiote powder, cumin, coriander, salt, some onion powder, paprika, and then I'm also, I think I said pepper, and then I'm also just gonna, salt it to taste. So right here I got all the different spices, and I'm just gonna try and slide these in here without spilling them. So the chances of that happening, let's see. Oh damn, almost spilled them. A few pinches of salt here and mix it up. All right, let's give it a little taste. Oh damn, that's tasting pretty good.
Okay, is it spicy?
Not really. It's not too spicy. You'll be able to handle it. I think. You want to have a taste?
I'll have a taste, yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, not spicy. I can't hang with the spice.
You think it needs anything, or is it okay?
I would actually add a tiny bit more salt.
Okay.
Since we're using ground beef, you want to add a little more salt than you think you need.
You know what I'm actually going to do is when I start cooking the beef, I'm going to drop salt right into it, right Perfect. On top of the meat. So that'll be even more salt that's going into it. All right. I think we got it all mixed up and we're good to go. And next we'll be talking about the sauce.
Now we're going to make my favorite part of the chopped cheese sandwich, the sauce. I'm a saucy girl. I like sauce. In pretty much anything, I think it's boring without some sort of sauce. I kind of don't care if it's like flavored great. Make a sauce. Okay, so part of this recipe is a dill relish. And I think the best way is just chop up dill pickles that you like. I'm very picky about my pickles, so I'm gonna make the relish by just chopping up dill pickles. I add a little bit of the juice in there. So I think why me and Scott work well together with recipes is he is a very measured dude. He measures everything. I don't. I just like throw things in to taste or what it looks like. So I'm chopping up the relish, and I also don't chop as pretty as he does because I just chop. So my chop might not be even or perfect, but I don't think it matters.
You're lucky it's going into a sauce, so no one's going to see the exact dimensions of the the cuts you have there.
You see what I mean?
Otherwise, it would be bothering me.
Yes. He likes when everything is symmetrical, and I just don't think, oh, I mean, look at that. That's yummy. So I'm going to do 2 of these little pickles. So there is my little relish. And if you notice when you just chop the pickles, it's a little dry looking. So then I'll add a little bit of pickle juice, which who doesn't love that? I have friends that drink pickle juice, and I can't remember why.
Why would you drink pickle juice?
I think it's like a electrolyte thing. I know it's like a health thing.
So it's like Gatorade is what you're trying to tell me?
It's like pickly Gatorade, I guess, but I have a...
Why not just drink Gatorade?
I don't know. I have a friend, and she's like, I just love pickle juice, so that's what she does. And now I'm going to put the sauce together. Again, I don't really measure. So I love that Scott put like a measuring spoon here.
I
Cute.
thought you might want it.
I mean, yes, but I don't use it. I want to show you my measuring spoons. If you guys want to know, pro chef Emily here, I have 2 spoons. And you know, I just realized they're exactly the same. I need my bigger spoon. Okay. So I have 2 spoons and one's bigger than the other. I have no idea what they measure out because I've never checked. But I go by the recipe and I just kind of like eyeball things. So another thing is sometimes when something has like, it says like a half cup of mayo, sometimes I will sub with half and half mayo and Greek yogurt. But today, you know, we're going big. It's the weekend, so we're just gonna use regular mayo. Now, another thing about mayo is I'm weird about like what oil they use when they make it. So I use an avocado oil mayo because I feel better about it for some reason. I don't know why. I know it's not like healthy either way. Half a cup of mayo. So I'm gonna say I'm gonna use my big spoon and I'm gonna do like 1 heaping and 1 regular. And I feel like that's, I don't know, half a cup maybe. I don't know. 2 teaspoons, oh no, tablespoons of ketchup. That's like, I feel like I could do probably more. So with the ketchup, I just kind of, I feel like that's 1 tablespoon. I feel like I'm doing 2.5 because I like ketchup. So I'm gonna mix those together first before adding everything else. I feel like when you mix it right away and you see the color and you could taste along the way also if you're like, that's too much mayo, or if you don't like ketchup, you want to put less. I like to mix because then I could see by color. And the more sauces you make, the more you'll know the color of like how you like it. Kind of like coffee. Like I like, you know, like the caramely color. So I know if there's too much or too little creamer for me by the color. So then we're going to do mustard. I use yellow mustard for most recipes, unless it says use a grainy mustard or use a Dijon. Dijon's a little spicy for me. So when it's Dijon, I definitely use less mustard, but yellow mustard, it has more of a vinegary like taste. So I use yellow, and that's 1 or 2 tablespoons. So I'm going to do about what it says. I mean, again, I'm guessing, but and mix it together. And then the next one is cap full of vinegar. To me, that means a splash. By the way, Scott is probably like dying right now because he usually is like chilling out when I'm cooking. So
What?
he doesn't see the process that I just throw it all in there. But I think this kind of stresses him out that I just like splash it in. Okay, now it says the dill. So again, like look, I put the juice in, but look at how it absorbed. So if you don't put any juice, it's kind of just a little too dry, I think.
I think it's going to be better because we cooked up pickles. I mean, we cut up pickles, I should say.
Yeah, you
don't
gotta
know.
put the,
It's probably the same as maybe as a relish has other stuff in it though too, right?
yeah, and that's why I don't like it.
Yeah, okay.
Like
So
I don't
we just know we're getting the
just
pickle stuff.
Yes, I am weird about like certain ingredients of things because I'm not gonna like count my calories. I don't do any of that stuff. But I feel like if you eat pretty clean food, then you can have like whatever's in there. Okay. So then we're gonna put hot sauce. Now we're going with Tabasco today because it has vinegar and the recipe has vinegar. So it does say, see, I didn't even read it, half a tablespoon, but like Tabasco to me isn't too hot. I mean, okay, it's spicy. So I just put a little in there. I think I might have gone a little crazy on that. I better taste it. So if I do something too spicy, which everything's too spicy for me, I'll add more ketchup or mostly ketchup. So we're gonna taste it because that's actually not spicy at all. So see, I could put more because
We always keep tissues in the kitchen because Emily, you know, when it gets too spicy, she needs to
I just can't.
dry them tears.
I don't know. I've done spicy training. It doesn't work. You could eat a little spice every day and people are just born, kind of like the people that think cilantro tastes like soap. That's better. Scott thinks it's gonna be extremely mild, but okay. And then Worcestershire. I love Worcestershire because it makes things, am I saying it right? I don't even know. But it makes things taste beefy. So I usually go more than what they say. I love the color it gives it too. Our spices, so it just says a little bit of spice. So then I'm gonna use my small spoon and probably do half. No, I'm gonna do more because it's so good. So for sauces, mostly I use my bigger spoon because again, I love sauce. So I usually make a bigger amount, more than needed, because sometimes I'll use it for something else. So if I make this today, and then let's say I make like some meatballs one night and I have sauce left over, I'll drizzle the sauce on top. This one does say to add a little bit more paprika. And so I'm just gonna add a little more, not too much. And I think it's really for the color, to be honest. Like, do you know paprika is actually dehydrated red bell pepper? No clue. That is so good. Okay. I'm gonna let Scott taste it. I think actually, you know what? I'm putting a little more mustard because he might say it's not spicy enough, and most of the time I just like make that face. Mustard to me makes things spicy. So I laugh because I know everyone's like, I had a friend that told me, you think avocados are spicy? Because I think everything's spicy. Okay, Scott. Now, here's another thing that probably stresses him out is my spoon is got like random, it's not mixed perfectly, but like, it's fine.
All right, let me see the spoon.
Okay, look at this spoon. It's got like this spice on it.
All right.
I know. He would like make it perfect.
All right, let me just grab a little taste there.
You probably want more hot sauce, but I will say like.
I'm gonna say put just maybe a little more of the spice in there.
Okay, that's good. I like that because the Tabasco is
good. A little bit of everything. Just
so then
just a bit more in there, and I think you're good to go.
I did two. I would say then that's 2 spoons. That's definitely. I feel like. Is this a tablespoon? Oh, see, I have a tablespoon right here because he gave me one. No, but it's heaping, so I don't know. Okay. Oh yeah. See, I think this is gonna be better. I'm not even gonna try it in case it's spicy. I'm just gonna live with it. What do you think?
Oh, all right.
Perfect?
That's better.
Okay.
I love it.
Okay, another thing, if like you're in a hurry and you're doing it right now and then you're drizzling it on, I would put it in the freezer for a few seconds or a couple minutes, but we're slow moving over here. Like we love to start a recipe and be like, I don't know, it's 5 o'clock. We sometimes don't eat till 9 and that's late for us because we're slow. So it could go in the fridge. And that's my favorite part. That's my contribution. That's the sauce.
Okay, now I'm gonna start browning up the hamburger for the chopped cheese. And I got about 1/3 pound of beef. I used 80/20. It's nice to have like a little bit of extra fat. And I'm gonna go ahead and throw this on here. And I like to smash it down a little bit, kind of like a smash burger, just to get a little bit of browning on the other side. And then I'm going to throw on some salt. And we'll just let that cook there for a minute or so until it's ready to flip over. I don't want to flip it over too early. I want to kind of let it get a nice little bit of a brown on the other side before I start flipping it over.
Scott, do you ever like take a peek?
Hell yeah.
Oh, so there he goes. Okay. I was wondering. I'm like,
yeah, I think it's looking pretty good. Let's give it a flip.
Ooh, look at that crusty.
And now we're going to throw some onions on there. Good amount of onions in there. Now we're going to throw on some of the seasoning. The meat is sizzling, and now I'm going to start chopping it up. So I'm mixing all the seasonings in there, kind of mixing in the onions, chopping them up a little bit more. I mean, this smells amazing right now. The onions with that seasoning. Beef getting nice and browned up. Okay, so now everything's kind of chopped up and the flavors are kind of melded together there. I got the onions in there and the seasoning. Everything's browned up pretty well. Now I'm gonna add in the cheese, 2 slices of American cheese, and just sort of let that melt in there and really just chop it in.
How long do you usually let the cheese sit there before chopping?
Believe it or not, there's no formula.
What?
Just sort of let it get melty and then yeah, you start chopping it in.
That's not a Scott answer.
That's an Emily answer.
Yes, that's my answer. I mean, yum. Look at that.
So it's a little bit like a Philly cheesesteak, where the cheese kind of is just melted into the meat. But yeah, it's amazing. Look at that.
It smells so good.
And then once all cheese is melted, it's ready to go. So I'm gonna turn off the heat, and we're gonna start building the bowl.
I'm the bowl builder. Okay. So with lettuce, I will make every dressing sauce from scratch, but I, for some reason, am not a lettuce chopper. So I buy all my lettuce pre-chopped, and I know it's a waste, it's expensive, but I can't chop lettuce. I just don't like to. I know, it's not my thing. So I bought the shredded iceberg lettuce, and I'm going to put I'm gonna say 1.5 big handfuls as I make a mess. And then the meat will go in next.
All right.
So I'll bring it over to Scott.
Yeah.
Close.
All right, there we go.
Okay, how about those onions that are on that?
Oh, damn.
Yeah, come on.
Good call.
We're not. Oh, look at that. Nice and cheesy. Okay, so then I'm gonna put my tomatoes. I'm just gonna drizzle a couple of tomatoes. We don't wanna put too many. And the most important part, the sauce. Seriously, it's been sitting not that long and it tastes so much better than when you first make it because it's been sitting. So you can even make this sauce in the morning, or I used to call Mondays Marinate Mondays because I would make all my sauces, dressings for the week of everything I was making so that it makes it easier to do any of these recipes, because we cook every single day. We don't go out too much because every time we go out, we're like, well, we could make this. So we both cook a lot. So I like to do the sauce. You can do the sauce ahead of time. And are you serious? Look at that.
Okay, we got this thing all together. I'm excited to taste it. What about you, Emily?
I've had it, so I'm not going to act like I've never tried it. So, but I'm very hungry. So
all right, let's do it. Damn, this looks so good.
So good.
I like how it's kind of everything's kind of separated, so you get to choose how you want your bite.
It's
oh, damn.
It's like a salad.
Oh, dude, the melty cheese in there with that seasoning, so good.
Is the sauce spicy?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll be able to handle it. Wow, that is so good. I need to have more.
Okay. I'm going to say,
So good.
cutting up the pickles for the dill relish part of the sauce, don't skip that. Don't buy relish. Cut up some pickles. It is so pickly. It's so good. I love it. Good call.
All right, thank you for joining us. Hope you enjoyed this recipe. We love that it was tasty. As always, it really helps us out if you can like and subscribe. We appreciate it. Thank you. Bye-bye.